Follow the channel and stay tuned for learning videos.
So far what we have seen from the Dynamics 365 from Microsoft, whatever they have offered, right? The case entity or queue entities, and we have seen views, how to displaying the multiple records, how to displaying the individual records, like that we have seen. So everything here, whatever we have seen, those are out of the box, right? Like by product itself, Microsoft is given. So either if you want to go with this Copilot Service Workspace, or if you want to go with 1 second. If you want to go with Copilot Service Workspace, or if you want to go with the new one, what you need to do, you have to customize the right system. Suppose if you want to use this form as is, you will be using. But suppose if you feel like you don't need something, so that time what you will do, either you have to remove it, you have to add your own, right? So that kind of tailoring we do, right? Making adjustments. Those adjustment we will call as a customizations. What do you mean by customizations? Making the changes to the some existing on top of existing, right? So we will call like customized interior. We will call. What do you mean by customized interior? So they will prefer your taste. They will prefer your colors. They will ask you the everything, right? What is the color needed? What is the everything? So like that, customize is nothing but a making changes to the on top of some product, right? So CRM also supports customizations. So where we will make the changes to the customizations. Okay. Now if you see, that could be a form, that could be a field changes, that could be anything. So everything whatever we do additionally from on top of product given, we will call it as a customization. So how to customize the CRM systems? Now if you see, for every environment you will have this gear symbol. Okay, from here if you go to advanced settings, it will open a new app. When it will open in a new tab, it will open in a new app. What is that? Power Platform environment settings. So whatever the settings you want to do it for this environment, this is the environment, right? So for this environment you can make the changes from here itself, from this app. Now here you have to go to this customization sections. Here you will have the things, customizations, you will have solutions, you will have plugin trace log solutions. So for now, go to customizations. It will have the customize the system. Okay, then you have another component called publishers, you have a solutions, you have developer resource, you have thing like that. So let's see, what do you click on this customize system. So whenever you open customize the system, what is happening here, it is opening some another window. It's nothing but a tools solution like that. Let it load. So from this customized system, you will customize it. I will see you. I will show you how we will do. Mhm. Now if you see, this is open to Power Apps. Here you have the system, you have entities, everything like that. You have some components here. So we will call this as a component. Component means different type of, whether it is a table or whether it is a review, everything. Now if you see, I want to make changes to this case. I want to have this customer to be renamed as a contact or something like a end user, something like that I want to change. So in that scenarios, what you will do, you have to make changes to this label, right? This whatever it is appearing as a label. For that one, you have to go to the first table. So this is a subtype of, it is a field on the case entity. So in that case, first we have to go to the table. Table is nothing but a entity in the CRM. So if you expand entities, you will go to, you can go to tables from here, go to case, look for case, then expand fields, so it will display everything. So now what I want to change, this one, right, customer. So if you click on edit, here it is. If you click on edit, it will open what is the name for that field, what is the backend name. This we will call as a schema name, whether it is a mandatory system required searchable is. Like this, you will have multiple properties here. So now if you want to rename it to end customer, right? I will make change like this. Click on save. Now if we see, once field is created, the name, whatever the name here, right? This is, we will call the schema name, that will be constant. You can't make changes. Okay. Now you made the changes. Now what you want to do to make changes reflected, you have to click on publish all customizations. So now like this, you will make some customization on top of existing. You will do the publish, then you will come to here. The changes has to be displayed, right? Let's see that. Now I will just refresh my page to see my changes, whether it is are reflecting or not. Still my changes are not reflected. So to clear, whenever you are not changing your changes, one thing you have to do, click on Control F5, or you have to do the Control hard refresh. So for that one, you can click on settings, browser settings, more tools, then developer tools. You will open this window. So now if you click on this reload, it will have empty cache hard reload. So when you do like this, it will clear the local cache and it will take the fresh changes from the server. It's not reflected. I will do one more time publish. Otherwise, I will go to the form level as well to see that label name. So here under case you have forms, right? So let's go to active case form. Here you are on the enhanced full case, right? So you have to open enhanced full case. If you see this is a little slow, this is a older version of editor editor tool. We will have some newer. I will show that as well. Okay. This will class a legacy designer. Now if you see end customer, here also if you see the label is changed, but it's not reflected in the form. So to reflect in the form, here also in the form also we need to make a change. So end customer, save, publish. So like this, you will make a changes to the field display name or labels on the form. Sections also you can modify. Basic details you have it instead of basic details you can conserve you can change to customer basic info like that. You whatever you can't. So if you want to make any changes on the existing one, you will be making. So I'm just saving, publishing. Now I have changed this customer display name and the section name change, right? So we need to see whether it is reflecting or not. So I'm making publishing. Once you're done with publishing, you have to go to your environment, do a refresh. If you are able to see, well and good. If you are not able to see, you have to do the whatever I just shown. You have to click on these settings, go to more tools, developer tools, then do a hard refresh from here. Empty cache, hard reload. So it will take the latest changes from server. This is done. Now if you see, earlier it was basic details, earlier it was customer. So like this, you can customize the existing. Suppose in your scenario, if you want to create some new field, new column to extract some data, you can do that as well. Okay. So how do you do? So whatever we are doing from this customized system from here, right? So here, if you see in this designer, you have the everything. You have the options to insert columns, you have options to insert table sections, everything. This is a we'll call as a form designer. Okay. Now if you want to add a new field under the end customer, new field is nothing but a column in the table, right? So then you will click on this new field. Now if you see, you have to observe keenly. So whenever you're clicking on a new field, by default you are getting some prefix, this one new underscore, right? So this we will call it as the publisher prefix. Okay, just understand it. We will go deeper in the next 5 minutes. So like customer location, like end customer location, field record options. Here you have type, what kind of data you want to store. These many options we have types, format, everything you can see. So right now let's go with single line of text. Maximum allowed characters are 100, you can up to 4000, like that you can give. Field security we will learn soon. Auditing means whether do you see auditing, I will tell that are those properties. Just understand how we are creating a field. Now I just created a new field. Earlier I modified the existing field label. Now I added a new field. Now I want to add a new field under this, right? So if you click, if you go see here, whatever the field you have created, every will thing will be available here. Okay. So end customer locations. Now if you want to make see your change new field, you can just do a reload of this form. It will appear in the customer. Otherwise, you can reopen from enhanced full case form. Now, if you see end customer is added, so you can simply select this, drag and drop here. You can adjust by moving this and arrows. If you want to click down arrow, it will come down. If you want to go further down, you can click one more. Like that, you can do drag and drop with keyboard, for mouse. You can make it move by arrows from this designer. Okay, so just click on save and do publish again. So once this is publishing, what you can see, what you should see, you should see a new column on the case field, new field on the case field, right? So go back to Copal server space, click on refresh. It's not reflected. What you need to do, you need to do hard refresh, empty cache, hard reload. See now if you have under the customer, you have the customer. So they can enter like the location, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, or if it is like that, you can enter. So this is how we will make changes to the table. This is how we will make changes to the form. Okay. Now what did I say? Whenever you are making changes to the, whenever you are creating a new component, some new div prefix is adding, right? New underscore like that. So that means that is the publisher prefix. So basically, why do we have publisher? Because to identify the person who created, the team who created. So in general, in single project, single application, there will be multiple teams will be working on, right? To identify the components, we will be creating the publishers. Suppose there will be Hitachi team and there will be Cognizant team. So the Hitachi team working on some integration, Cognizant team doing some work, some integration. So to identify the components created by team, we will be creating the publishers. Now, if you see, if you score on the schema, we have just new underscore, right? I have to refresh this as well. So whenever you find this field, the schema name will be new underscore and customer location. Okay, customize the system. Expand entities. So just understand the navigation because you have to do this activity repeatedly. So you need to see where we are going, like case, fields, then you will have schema name sorting, sort by schema name. Now if you see new end customer, and you could see MS in subs. You see one is with new underscore. So that is we created. You see one is with ms dine. So the new you and some are with without any prefix. So you need to understand what do you mean by. So if you have any prefix, that is a field added by latter, whether it could be custom. Suppose if you don't have any prefix like this, next SLA don't have any prefix, number of children don't have any prefix, means this is the field given by Microsoft product. Okay. And if you see you have MS Dyn, right? MS Dyn means Microsoft Dynamics only, pre-creation notes ID. So this is also given by Microsoft only, but this is not come by default. It is added later. That's why they have MS Dyn. So what you can identify from a field schema name whether the component is created by default or it is added later, whether it is a custom field or whether it is a out of the box field. Out of the box field means whatever given Microsoft, like MS Dyn and the without any prefix. So like this we will have it. Okay. So this is the legacy designer where we will be doing the form designer or field creation, table customization, everything. But now we will be having the some custom maker portal that is nothing but a make.powerapps.com. So for that one, if you see, you will have then this URL from where you will be designing the forms, you will be creating the forms, everything. So no one will be using this one. This will be growing to retail. If you see there is a better way to customize the system. If you click on this try new experience also, it will open here only. So what does that mean? This is going to return. Just you should know what is the legacy UI we were using for the designing this, customizing this. But the new one is this one. Okay. Now we have seen what is the customization. So I just told what is the publisher. So basically, publisher will have the info about the team or individual whenever they are creating components, what kind of prefix they should add, everything. Okay. So today you just create one new publisher for your dev work. So these are the default. So I am creating a new publisher with LUET name, giving us the same name, description, demo, prefix. So here you need to define what kind of prefix you need. So you have seen, right? You just new underscore prefix. If you don't mention anything creating from this default solution, it will come as a new underscore. So you don't want to use new underscore. In that scenarios, you have to create your own solution. You have to use your own publisher. Okay. So that publisher will have the prefix. So we are just defining the prefix. So choice value we will see later. It could be one or it's see like this. We need to enter LUT. See prefix of the new object. It could be title, entity. It could be field. It could be view. Everything that like this. The prefix will be added. Clicking on save. Now a new publisher will be added. Now let's go back to environment setting. Next you have the solutions. If you click on solution, it will also open in make.powerapps.com. So what did I say? If you don't mention anything, if you create components in the default solution, here you will be getting the new underscore. But if you want to use your own publisher, means own prefix, in that scenarios we have to create a solution. So solution is nothing but a container in the CRM. So to deploy the changes from one environment to another environment, we need some container, right? This solution is kind of a container. So solution can consist a form, solution can consist of a field. So with the solution, we will move our changes to one environment to another environment. There will be different types of solutions and there will be deployment concept for these solutions. We will be seeing later sessions. But for now, understand solution is a container where we will keep our changes, maintain our changes in one place. Okay. So day one customizations. I just created like this. Publisher. So here it will ask too many. So I want to go with my own publisher, right? I don't want to have default or I don't want to have new. So I selected my own. So this is the solution version. You just keep as is. Click on create. So here if you see, if once you open this one, you will have an empty object. You have all is zero, agents is zero, apps is zero, cards is everything is zero. But if you see on this default solution, you have everything is there. So basically in the default solution, entire system customizations will be appear. So you can make changes to the existing components from here. Everything will be loaded. If you see, whenever you are making the refresh or anything, it is taking some time because entire environment changes are from this solution only. So that is, it is taking some time. So if you have your own solution, there you will have a minimal components. There you can have the make your changes quickly instead of struggling to identify. So like this customized solutions can help you in the identifying the components, segregating the components. Like that it will help us. Okay, now what's my goal today? So I just till now I was using existing table, modifying the existing columns or creating a new columns, right? Now I want to create a new table. For the case I want to create one more table similar to case. Okay, so let's assume I want to create so here you are using end customer location, right? So I don't want to use the plain text here. So because if I give plain text, someone will enter valid address, someone will enter the wrong as well, right? So data won't be consistent. So I can enter HYD, someone will enter full name Hyderabad, someone will enter some other. So if you give full text, free text, they can enter anything, right? So we can't control. So to make it control, what I want to do, I want to convert this into a standard type where the location should be another table. Okay, that is my requirement for now. So let's see how can we create a new table. So if you see here, whenever you create a solution, you can work on the existing component or you can create a new component. That's why you have new and add existing. So now I want to create a new table, right? Click on new. Here you can click on new agent, new app, create, new automate. All these options we will be exploring in coming days. Okay. So security, mask, table. So here if you see, you have three types that you can create the tables. So first one is tables, second one is table with advanced properties, third one is virtual table. Let's click on the table, see what's the behavior you can see. So we are setting up table. So here it will ask the what is the table name you want to use, everything. So if you see, choose an option to create tables. See, start with Copilot, import a SharePoint list, import an Excel from SA. Start from blank. So now wherever we have Copilot, I will use Copilot maximum to get the latest understanding on the tool, and I will tell the normal regular process will. Okay, so now let's start with Copilot. So I want to create a new table with customer location as name, and it should support to enter city locations. So if you click, you will give something kind of round, you will click on generate. So if you see, the Copilot will be working for you, it will be create a table. See, customer location table is created, city. So now if you want to make any changes on this given created one, you can make the changes, properties. So they didn't give some space. So you can make space. display table name, customer location, plural name, customer location. The table contains records of customer city location. So like this, it will give primary columns like this schema name. So because we are in the LUT, our own custom solution, we will have the our own customer prefix, publish solution prefix. Click on save. Now table is created now. So if you want to keep this one, if you want to go with one without making any changes, you will do save and exit. So whenever you do save and exit, the table new table will be created. So we can see it from the solution. No components are zero, right? One as we created one, a one component will be added. Tables added. Customer location created. So here you need to understand whenever a table created, by default you will get columns, you will get forms, you will get views, everything. Okay, these are kind of out of the box. Whenever you create any table, for every table you will get some columns. If you see created by, created on, these are the out of the box column. LUT city, LUT customer location, these are kind of our own, like that. Okay, own fields. So similarly you will get some forms. These are the three forms we got. Similarly we'll get the views. So whenever you create a table, these many components will be added. On top of that, if you want to create any relationships for this table, if you want to create any forms, like that it will. Now what I did, I just created new table. Now I want this table to be added here in the left side navigation. Okay. So for that purpose, what should I do? I should modify this app, right? Map from this app. So I will go to add existing component. So that is the sitemap, right? So you can look for sitemap. So what is the sitemap name? It will be the same name as app name, Copilot Service Workspace. Now open this component, click on edit. So it will open another designer, like that is sitemap. So if you see under service, you have cases. So below cases, I want to insert my new table. So you can simply click on add, click on new sub area. We will see what is sub area. This is the area. This is service is a group. Under group, you will have a sub area. Now you want to add a new table here, right? Select type. What kind of component you want to add? You want to add table, right? So you have to choose entity. What is the table name? Customer location, right? We just created. Selected subsidiary ID. You can keep as is or you can modify to some unique name. Save and close. We are saving your sitemap. Done. So you did these two changes. To reflect your changes, what you need to do, you have to click on the, what you have to click on? Publish all customizations. So whenever you make any change, you have to this publish all customers. So the changes will be reflected to server. From server, it will fetch it again. So after making any change, it could be a simple label change or it could be a major app level change. For everything, you have to do refresh. So when you do refresh, it will take the latest bits from server. So basically, it will clear the cache like that. Let it complete. We will see. publish and all customers succeeded. So you can reflect directly here. Cases is not reflected. So I will do hard refresh as we know. So what do you understand this? So whenever you want to see latest changes, it's good to have clear the local cache. So how do you clear local cache? From the browser, empty cache hard reload. How do you get this empty cache? You have to click on this more tools, developer tools. Then you will get this option. Okay. Now, if you see customer locations, a new table is added here. So as we have some default views, if you see city, so if you see these are the cities created even. So we use Copilot, right? So it created some records as well. So it doesn't have any city name or anything. It has only simply owner. So now what you need to do, you need to customize your form because this is the entity created by you. So you have to customize your form. You can create the columns whatever you need. And also in the views also, this is the default we have. So if you want to modify view, you can modify the view. If you want to change a form, you can change it. So if you want to create any new fields from here, you can create. So everything you will be doing it here under customer location. Getting. So what I want to do, I will go to the column first, forms first. I will see the designer. Here you have three types of form. What is main form, what is quick view, we will see later. I'm just opening the main form. Now if you see, now you want to have the owner, but you don't have city, a city is added. Now if you see the city column, I want to add it here. So I will drag and drop the city to on top here. Now if you do save and publish, now if you want to create any new field, you can create it from here, new table column. Field and column is same, table and entry is same, don't confuse, okay? Now you did save and publish, right? Now if you open this form again with refresh, you will added the entity city column added. Customer locations. Go to open any. See here we have city. So if you want make it so like this, you can drag and drop. So like this, you can create your own tables. You can customize the forms like that, everything. Now I want these fields to be used on the case, right? So case is a different entity. This customer's location is a different table, but I want to link them. I want to create a relationship. Okay, to have to use it here. Why I want to use it here? If I have a free text, everyone is entering their own. I don't want to enter like that. User has to select one of the available customer locations only. If I want to restrict like that, first two things I need to do. I create a one more field on the case, and I need to make a relationship between this case and customer relationship. Then only I can get the link, right? So let's do that. Now what I want to do to make that changes, I have to go to the customer case entity, right? So go to all, and then go to case is already exists. You don't need to create newly. So go to existing table, case, you get case, click on next. What you want to do, you want to change the form design, right? So you can just click on clear object, choose whatever you need. So you want to modify it in the form, right? So select the form because we are using enhanced full case form here. So select that form, click on add. Now two tables are there, one sitemap is there, my solution. Now go to case, go to form, click on form. So it will open form designer. Now you want to create a new table, that new column, that column should reference to the another table, right? Let's see how we will create. So one while clicking on the new table column, you will be mentioning like customer location, otherwise end customer city. Here if you see data type, earlier it was a single line of text. So the what is the challenge we are getting? Customer is filling one time, sometime Hyderabad, sometime wrong city. So there is no consistency. So we want to make consistency in the data. So how can we control? We will be enforced to use a proper data type, then we can control, right? So now we want to refer the another table now. So for such scenarios, we have to use lookup. We will see what is all different fields. So click on lookup. So related table, which table you want to relate it? We want to relate it with customer location, right? So choose customer location here. Customer location. Here we have some advanced properties in the customer city. So this is a display name it will be created. This is a relationship schema it is created. Okay. Now save and publish. Before that, you can add, you just create a new field, right? So below in the customer location, you can add that field as well from here, right side, left side, and the customer city. So this is added. Now do save and publish. Now go back to solution, publish all customizations, select all, you get publish all customizations. Once you have done the publications, you can refresh this. You will see the changes. Able to follow, Sanjay?
Yes, Harish.
Now if you see here you have now you have a new thing. Here look for any customer city. So here customer can select whatever there from the system only. They can't select it, they can't create their own. Okay. So right now if you see, let it open. Right now if you see my controls, let me refresh. Okay. This is locked. Why? Let me create a new field, new case. Did we select any lock property? Forms, enhance cookies. And customer city. Here you have hide label, use read only, default view, everything will be there. We haven't selected anything. Why it's not? Okay, let's select a question. I will just save it. Test case. So there will be one extension we will be using. So let me install that one. I will tell about this one later in detail. We will have level up extensions will be there. Chrome browser. So level up for dynamics. So I can install this one and extension. Now this field is locked, right? So instead of struggling, I can just use this extension. So with this extension, I have different properties. God mode, I will choose and hide all controls. Even after God mode, it's not coming. Let me try to create a new customer location like that. So it will be there, Hyderabad. Now on the test case, I should able to select. Now if you see end customer cities, now it is showing. Don't know what's the reason. Now if you see here, we will have the list of locations available in the system. So user can't enter their own. Here still they could see the new symbol, but whatever they create that will be standard, right? Suppose if they want to use Hyderabad, they should use this only. Like that, they will be restricted instead of some people entering small letters, some people entering capital letters. So for data consistency we will use the data type basically. Okay. Now What happened when we created this linking these two entities? So you need to understand the relationship concept. Now we see, so if you come to case, click on relationships. You see, there is a relationship is created. The on case you have related table is customer location, many to one. You have created a lookup on the customer. From here to you have many to one. Okay. If you create, if you go to customer location, if you see the location here, you will be have one to many for the same. So these are the default relationships we have it. But what we want to look for, we want to look for customer location, right? So look for the related table here. You can sort it out. Case and customer city. So one to many. So here we have one to many. So what does that mean? For one single case, you can have multiple locations because it is a lookup, right? For the same Hyderabad, you can select from another case as well, right? So customer will be one single customer will be pointed to multiple cases. That's why you have many to one. Getting so like that. Whenever a relationship is created, it will be created in both directions. One to many means case to customer. If you see from customer, that will be one to many, right? If you see from case, it will be many to one. Similarly, we will have one more relationship that is end to end, many to many. So we will see all this in deeper. Okay. So today what we have learned, we have seen from where can we customize the system, what is the legacy designer we have, and we have seen what is the publisher. With publisher we will get the prefix, and we have seen solutions. How can we create solutions? Solutions are basically containers to segregate the components easily. We will create solutions. Within solutions we can add existing components or new components. You can customize them, you can alter them. Okay, so this is for today. From tomorrow, we will go deeper. Whenever we create a table, we are getting these many things, right? Columns, relationships, keys, everything. Today, we just seen one simple column by changing the label name. So tomorrow, we will be seeing all types of columns. What are the different data types it is providing? Then we will go with relationships. Then we will go with keys. Then we will go with forms. Everything. So forms we already seen, right? We will go forms and columns combined. We will explore, and we will explore views, charts, everything. Okay. Any questions, Sanjay? So do you feel like is it going overhead or okay?
Yeah, it's okay if I can understand.
So why we are doing all this?